everyone, in this video we are going to discuss the statement which is shown on the screen, and we'll also prove that particular statement by using structural induction. Right. Now, if T is binary tree, if T is full binary tree, then obviously what happens immediately? This inequality becomes true. This inequality becomes true. Okay, so this is what I want to prove. If T is full binary tree, then this inequality is going to be true. So this particular inequality is going to be true, right? So how it is going to be true? So I am going to prove by using structural induction. So now this is a inequality. Yes, this is a inequality. Why? Because there exists a less than symbol. If there exists a equal to, then I can say equality. So here there exists a less than symbol, then I can say this is a inequality. Okay, right. So this inequality, this particular inequality between n of t and h of t results as property of binary tree, property of full binary tree. Okay, this is a inequality, but this inequality is a property of binary tree. So what I am going to do now, I am going to prove the property of full binary tree by using structural induction. Right now, to prove this property of full binary tree, we'll use structural induction. Obviously we'll use structural induction. In short, I am writing SI, structural induction, that takes two steps. That takes two steps. What is that? First one, basis step, and second one, inductive or recursive step, whatever it may be, inductive or recursive step, right? So right, I am erasing the content. Now we'll see basis step first. Basis step. For the full binary tree, that consists of only root. For the full binary tree, that consists of only root, the result or property of our full binary tree becomes true. The result or property, what is that property? N of t always less than or equal to the power of h of t plus 1 minus 1. This particular thing becomes true, right? When my full binary tree has got only root, then this particular inequality gets satisfied. Okay, how this inequality is going to be satisfied? Let us see now. See here, let us see how. When my full binary tree has got only root, then what is n of t? Is equal to 1, right? Okay, now when my full binary tree has got only one root, now what is the height of my full binary tree? Obviously 0. Now you substitute these two values here. Okay, now I am going to substitute. What is n of t? N of t is 1 less than or equal to 2 to the power of what is h of t? 0 plus 1 and minus 1. Now I am checking the inequality. 1 less than or equal to 2 to the power of 1 minus 1. 1 less than or equal to 2 minus 1, obviously 1. Okay, 1 less than or equal to 1. Yes, this is true. So finally I can say that this inequality has been proved for the full binary tree which has got only root. So hence this particular property or result of full binary tree has been proved in basis step. Okay, right. Now let us move to inductive step. So I am erasing the content. Right. Now let us verify inductive step. Okay, right. Here in this inductive step I am considering T1 and T2 are as full binary tree. As T1 and T2 are full binary tree, we assume what? N of T1 always less than or equal to 2 to the power of h of T1 plus 1 minus 1. Why I am writing like this? See here, I am assuming T1 and T2 are full binary trees. Here T1 is full binary tree means I am writing this statement. So similarly, if I am writing T1 as full binary tree, if I am considering T1 as full binary tree, then obviously can I write like this? Yes, I can write like this. And I have also considered T2 as also a full binary tree, then obviously can I write like this? Yes, n of T2 always less than or equal to 2 to the power of h of T2 plus 1 minus 1. Yes, of course I can write. Why I am writing this result? Because I am considering T1 and T2 are full binary tree. Obviously I can write like this. Okay, right. So now by the recursive formula of full binary tree properties, n of t is equal to 1 plus n of t1 plus n of t2, right? This is a result we know. If you don't know this particular result, please do watch the recursive definition of full binary trees video and then come back to this particular video. Right. Again, what about height of a full binary tree? H of t is equal to 1 plus max of h of t1 comma h of t2. Yes, this is another result, recursive definition of full binary tree. Okay, now I'm gonna prove this particular result. With these all results I'm gonna prove. How? Let us see. N of t, capital T I am writing, n of t is equal to 1 plus n of t1 plus n of t2. Yes, I can write because this is the recursive formula of number of vertices in a full binary tree. Yes, okay, I can write like this. N of t is equal to 1 plus n of t1 plus n of t2. Now n of t is equal to 1 plus n of t1. Instead of this n of t1, I will be writing this one. Okay, I am just replacing 2 to the power of h of t1 plus 1 minus 1. Then again for n of t2, I will be replacing this one. Okay, right, 2 to the power of h of t2 plus 1 minus 1, right? Okay, I have written like this. Now what I'm gonna do now, n of t is equal to 1 is there, here 1 is there, minus 1 minus 1 minus 2. So 1 minus 2 will become what? Obviously minus 1. Okay, I'll be writing minus 1. Now here how many are there here? 1, 2. These two terms I want to write now. 2 to the power of h of t1 plus 1 plus 2 to the power of h of t2 plus 1, right? Okay, now what I'm gonna do now, see here, suppose you assume this particular thing as 4, this particular thing as 8. You assume this particular thing as 4 and this particular thing as 8. See here, 4 plus 8 is how much? 12, right? 4 plus 8 is equal to 12. Now can I write 4 plus 8 is always less than or equal to max of 2 times max of 4 comma 8. Yes, what is max of 4 comma 8 is 8, right? Next 2 into 8, 16. So 16 is always greater than or equal to 12. Yes, so what does it mean? 4 plus 8 is always less than or equal to 2 times of max of 4 comma 8. Now just remove 4 and 8 and replace this one, 2 to the power of h of t1 plus 1, and instead of 8 you just replace 2 to the power of h of t2 plus 1, and we can write like that, right? So what can I write now? 2 times of max of 2 to the power of h of t1 plus 1, right, comma 2 to the power of h of t2 plus 1, right, plus 1. We can write like this. Yes, obviously we can write. So what I'm doing now, instead of writing these two terms, I'll be writing this particular term. Okay, right. Okay, right. So n of t, I'm not writing equal to here again here, because greater than equal to, right? Because I'm changing, I'm writing 2 times of max of 2 to the power of h of t1 plus 1, comma 2 to the power of h of t2 plus 1 minus 1. Yes, can I write like that? Yes, of course I can write like that. So I'm taking new slide. Okay, right. n of t always less than or equal to 2 times of max of 2 to the power of h of t1 plus 1, comma 2 to the power of h of t2 plus 1 minus 1, right? Okay, now n of t always less than or equal to, what can I write? See here, max of 2 power x comma 2 power y. What happens? How can I write like this? How can I write 2 to the power of max of x comma y. We can write like this: max of 2 power x comma 2 power y can also be written as 2 to the power of max of x comma y. So similarly, what I am doing here, 2 into 2 to the power of max of h of t1 comma h of t2 plus 1 minus 1, right? I am writing like this. Okay, right. Now n of t always less than or equal to 2 into max of h of t1 comma h of t2 plus 1. We know that formula. What is that formula? H of t is equal to 1 plus max of h of t1 comma h of t2. We know this formula. Yes, we know this formula. So we will replace this particular thing, right? We will replace this particular thing with what? H of t. So I am just replacing 2 to the power of h of capital T minus 1. Now I can write here 2 is there. I'll just remove 2 and make it as a power 2 to the power of h of t plus 1 minus 1. Now we have proved, right? This is what I want to prove by using structural induction. Hence I derived. So thus inductive step has been verified. Once inductive step is verified means, what does it mean? The inequality has been, this inequality, which is also called as property of full binary tree, has been proved by using structural induction. So, thank you.